Hello, welcome. I'm Danica. This practice is for anyone who has noticeable neck tension and shoulder knots. So, you know that feeling where everything is a little precarious and you're afraid that one wrong move is going to throw your entire spine out of alignment? Yes, we all know that feeling. That is what this class is all about. So, we're going to move very gently and very slowly to release those guarding muscles that are tensing up right now and find a little bit of freedom in our upper back so that you can leave this class feeling a lot more at ease, like you have definitely escaped certain danger. If you like blankets in your practices, then you might like it in this one too. When you're ready, let's get started. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make our way down onto our back. Placing the feet on the floor, maybe just a little bit wider than your hips, and let your knees fall towards each other. Find a little bit of space between your chin and your chest to keep that natural curve in the cervical spine of the neck. And then notice what's going on with your shoulders. See if they feel really tense or if you can allow them to sort of begin melting down to the mat. And then noticing the quality of your breath right now. So see if your breath is easily moving throughout your body. Does it feel quick or shallow or isolated in one place? And you're just noticing without judgment. Start to deepen the breath, slowing the exhale down, slowing the inhale down. And while you're breathing, see if you can pinpoint that place of origin of stress in your neck and shoulders. Maybe it's under the shoulder blade, on top of the shoulder, maybe it's in the neck. You're just bringing awareness to that space as you continue to breathe in and out. If it's okay on your neck, you can start to slowly move your head from side to side like you were shaking your head no underwater. And you can keep your arms down by your side, or you can bring them out like a scarecrow with your elbows bent, letting the backs of the hands come to the floor, and still moving that head very gently from side to side. So throughout this practice, I want you to know that you are welcome to come with me and do everything along with me. But if you ever find yourself in a place that is like just good for you, like you can tell something is happening or you don't feel like moving, then stay there. You can stay there for the entire practice, or you can stay there for as long as you need and meet back up with me later. Just know that staying put is listening to your body. Just take a few more rounds of breath here. And noticing if you have any tendencies to tense up in your shoulders as you breathe or as you try to relax. And then we'll come back to stillness for a moment with the head. And you can keep your arms where they are if it feels good for you, or you can bring them back down by your side. And we're going to find that place of tension again in the upper back or the neck or the shoulders, wherever it is for you. Get a clear image of that place in your mind, and as you inhale, try to inhale into that place, holding the breath at the top of your inhale, and then gently, slowly exhale out. So we'll do that together 2 more times, and I'm going to count the inhale for a count of 4. We'll hold for a count of 4. We'll exhale for a count of 4. And we'll hold out for a count of 4. So go ahead and release all the breath out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Start to heel toe your feet back in towards each other and extend the legs long, maybe reaching the arms up over the head. You can also bend your elbows and grab a hold of opposite elbows with your hands. You can also keep your arms by your side. Go ahead and walk your feet over to the right side of the mat, maybe crossing one leg on top of the other. And then your arms and your upper body also going to move over to the right. So you're in a banana shape with your body. Allow the shoulders to soften. Just take a couple breaths here into the side of your body. Uncross the legs and walk them back through center. Gently bringing the upper body through center, pausing for one deep breath in and out. And then walking everything over to the left, crossing the ankles, and then the upper body to the left. Breathing into the right side of the body as you allow the shoulders to melt down. Uncrossing the legs. Walk everything back to the center. Maybe taking a full body stretch here. And as you exhale, draw the knees in towards your body. So if that doesn't feel okay on your shoulders, you can bring the feet back down to the mat as wide as your hips or a little bit wider, and letting the knees fall out, letting the knees fall in towards each other, Or you can draw the knees all the way in towards your body and just rock from side to side. Allowing the ground to massage the body, the back of the body. Notice what's happening in the shoulders. Try to keep them soft. Notice what's happening in the breath. Try to keep it strong. So whether your knees are pulled in towards your body or on the floor, you're going to drop the knees down on the left side. And you can stay here like this, or you can start to reach that right arm back behind you, or you can bring it like a cactus. Do what feels good for you on your shoulder. And then finding that particular place of tension again that you located earlier. And take a couple of deep breaths into that place. Let your shoulders soften. On your next inhale, lift the knees back up. Pause for one deep breath in and out just to neutralize the spine. And then we'll drop our knees down on the right side. Moving very slowly here, decide what to do with your top arm. Maybe reach it back behind you, or maybe not. Breathe into that place of tension. Allow the shoulders to soften. Sometimes I'll hear that in a class, let your shoulders soften, and it surprises me how habitual shoulder tension is for me. Like, it's just my go-to stance, I guess. So I find that repeating it to myself or maybe to you is very helpful, just to notice those patterns of tension. On your next inhale, we'll lift it back up to center, pausing for a deep breath in and out. You can lower the feet down if they're not already there. And one more time, we'll locate that place of tension under the shoulder blades, on top of the shoulder, wherever it is for you. Find it. Get a clear image of it in your mind. Take a deep breath into that place. Holding the breath at the top of the inhale, surrounding that place with your breath. And then slowly exhale, drawing the navel all the way in towards your spine. One more time, inhale into that place. Surround that whole place with your breath, holding the breath at the top. And exhale. So I'm going to invite you to roll over onto your right side, either resting on your arm in a fetal position, and you can just rest here. If you want to take it a bit further, you can bring your head to rest in your hand, kind of like you were hanging out on the couch. You can straighten your legs if you want, or you can just keep them bent. Keep this really relaxed. Try to relax any tension in your shoulder to allow some space in the side of the neck. Very gentle neck stretch here. You can keep your top arm where it is, or you can drape it behind your lower back with the palm facing away from you. And we'll just take a few breaths here. If this ever feels like too much, come out of it. Taking one more deep breath into that particular place of tension. You can bring that top arm back in front of you if it's not already there. And very slowly start to roll back onto your back, releasing that right arm down by your side, and take a deep breath here. And in your own time, we're going to roll over onto your left side. First, resting in your fetal position so you can gauge the situation. And then maybe lifting up onto your left hand into your couch potato position. I don't think that's the actual name, but it's descriptive. And then take a few breaths here before you decide what you want to do with that top arm. This side feels different, most likely, so it doesn't need to look the same as the other side. But if you want, you can drape that arm behind your lower back with the palm facing away from you. Make sure you're keeping some space between your chin and your chest so you're not rounding too much in the upper back or the cervical spine. We'll take one more deep breath here. And then we'll gently roll onto your back again, pausing for a moment. Taking a few breaths here. You're welcome to stay here, or you can roll onto your belly very slowly, mindfully. Maybe grabbing hold of that blanket to place underneath the forehead, or you can stack your palms and rest your forehead on your palms. We'll just take a few breaths here. You can stretch your arms over your head, or you can relax them down by your side. Taking full breaths into the back of your body. You can stay here, or you can lift up onto your forearms for a Sphinx pose. Very gentle Sphinx pose, so not a lot of muscular effort, except that we don't want to dump our weight into our shoulders. Continue pushing the ground away to lift up out of your shoulders, allowing your heart to just draw forward. If this does not feel okay, then keeping your head down is a really great option. It's sometimes frustrating to move so slowly, but when you're injured, it is the only way. If you're starting to feel that tension build up in a way that you're afraid you're going to throw your back out, slow is the way to go. You can lift your gaze slightly, see if that's okay on your neck, and take a deep breath into the back of your body. And as you exhale, very slowly lower back down, bringing the forehead to the blanket or to your hands. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the feet back and forth. When and if you're ready, we're going to push ourselves up into a tabletop. Bring the knees just a little bit wider than the hips. You can bring your blanket along with you. We're going to sink our hips towards our heels. Melting the heart down in a child's pose, you can rest your forehead on the blanket. You can reach your arms up over your head, or you can reach them down by your side. We're taking full, huge breaths into the back of your body. And take your time with your breath. So as you inhale into the back of your body, take your time. Maybe notice that pause between the inhale and the next exhale. Be very intentional with where you're directing your breath. You're welcome to stay here, or you can start to lift back up. Slowly making your way into a seat with your legs crossed in front of you. On your next inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders up towards your ears and down the back. So a few times like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down the back. Very gently reach your right arm to your left knee and a little micro twist here. So you're not going full capacity. It's just a very, very gentle twist from your upper back. So keep your hip points pointing forward, gently rotating your heart to the left. If it's okay on your neck, you can look over towards the left shoulder, lifting your chin up just a bit. Deep breath into that place of tension. And slow, controlled breath out. One more breath just like that. And as you exhale, unwinding. Deep breath in and out. Reach your left arm to your right knee, right fingertips behind you, little micro twist. Lifting your chin up just a little bit. Twisting your upper body to the right. Maybe looking over your right shoulder if that's okay. On your neck. Maybe not. Last breath here. And then as you exhale, very slowly unwind. Take one deep breath as you reach your shoulders up. And exhale, roll them down the back. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I hope that it helped and that you escaped certain danger with your neck and shoulder tension. If you like this video, please subscribe and stay a while. I have many more practices like this, more restorative practices on my channel. Thanks again. I hope we get to practice together soon. Namaste.